Greetings, Aries, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in and get your rune for the energetic past. Here we have Pertho. Now, Pertho in your energetic past is a beautiful place, it's a beautiful position for this to be in because it's all about the gamble, the energetic leap, if you will, like divine holding up his hand saying, look, take the leap, I got you. All right, so this is great because you've taken the leap. This is like initiations. Where you, like in a gamble or a board game or a pregnancy, where you know how the situation or the energies begin, you're not quite sure how they're going to end, but you do have the ability to steer them in a great direction. So throughout this, you are pivoting and turning with these beautiful energies, and you come out facing a little bit of a different direction than when you started, Aries. So what that means is that through this process, you've been initiated, that you're learning through this gamble, whatever this energetic leap here is in your past. Please take what resonates here and leave what does not. All right, we're going to continue in getting more runes. This will probably get cleared up here in very, very soon here. In your energetic now, all right, we have Radho. Radho is it's like indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career. And why I say that is because this is going with the energetic flow. This is your Pertho, your clan's flag that's grounded. Remember, when the line is going straight down off the rune, it's very grounded energy. This is your joy, your bliss, and you're following that bliss. Now, Radho has that one leg constantly moving forward in lockstep with the flow, with the energetic changes of things. Now, why did I say change of house, spouse, or career? Well, that's because when we're in divine flow, when we're in with these changing energies and we're present, right? We're moving away from stagnant energies or discordant energies that just aren't part of our divinely guided source blueprint. So through this, I think this is an initiation of a kind of a surrender to divine flow. Like you took the gamble, you took the energetic leap here, and now you're surrendering to that divine flow, which is a big step for you, Aries. So congratulations if that's you out there. Let's get your rune for the energetic near future. In the near future, we have Odin's rune. Now, not all readers use Odin's rune, but this is indicative of the patch that covers Odin's eye. So this is something that is either hidden from you or something that you already know. We will get another rune of clarity from a completely different set here at the end, of your rune reading here. So Odin's rune, this is something that you're probably a goal that you're moving towards, or actually, with this being in beautiful divine flow, maybe the whole point is not knowing, where you've surrendered, you've taken that leap, and you're okay with not knowing, that you are in the beautiful presence in step with divine source. How beautiful is that? Just to be present, to be now, not worrying about the past and having learned from not worrying about the future and having learned from our past, right? Surrendering to the now. That's beautiful. If that's you out there, Aries, let me know in the comments below. All right. Now, for the energetic influence of your now, faith. Yeah, so this is Algies, knowing that you are divinely protected. Now, Algies is very grounded, stable rune as well, grounded rune, and it has that built-in divine connection with the rune line going straight up from the rune there. And here's the antlers of the elk rune. That's your built-in divine defense, built-in divine connection. And just maybe it's the influence of maybe having to be a little defensive right now, or maybe just defending what you know to be true, to be surrendering to divine flow. I like calling this just the rune of faith. That's just knowing that you are connected, that you are protected by divine source, Aries. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune readings. But what's your advice for the now? What's your advice right now, Aries? All right, this is beautiful work here for you. This is Kina's, very much the wands suit in tarot. This is the torch that illuminates the path for yourself and for others. You can think of it like holding it on to here, and you're shining that light. All right, now that saying that goes, as I work to illuminate the path for others, so too do I illuminate it for myself, or something like that. That's just embodying that example, right? Now, any good, for instance, I'm a healer, a practitioner at the same time here. So any good healer practitioner will be a little introspective after they give advice, because everything that we see in others is a reflection of what's within us. So when we're giving out that advice, when we're giving out that prescription, basically, it is also something that we need to take into account for ourselves, right? Leading by example, not being really a hypocrite in that energy, if that makes sense. All right. But this is trailblazing. This is lighting, like I said, lighting that path before you could be treading new ground. This is also like that Pac-Man energy, wanting to gobble up dots and wanting to keep on going, go, 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 move forward, 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 which you're definitely advised to do. You're advised to continue going forward with this divine source, this divine faith and surrender that you've allowed yourself to embody in your life here, Aries. This is beautiful stuff. What's your energetic outcome with all of this? Yeah, greater sense of identity. This is Manas, the rune of mankind, knowing what goes around comes around. This is Pertho, the clan flag, again, showing up again, reflecting in itself. So I think you're going to be growing your community here. Whenever it's in the outcome or the near future energies, I think this is that one clan flag that's not exactly opposing another. This is just inciting a definition of other than. So when that happens, a lot of times it's either a defensive posture, like that faith, right? But just remembering that you're in flow, you're in faith, you're in flow, and you're trailblazing. You're doing this new thing for yourself and for others, Aries. I think through that you're shining by example, and you will be calling in your spirit tribe, your community, the essence of what you want to embody, the greater sense of self-worth, self-definition. This is a lot of those kind of 3D label aspects, like knowing your place in the world, knowing where you stand with the collective or your tribe. Not really so much personally here in this aspect, but this is just knowing and having that greater sense of security, right? Here you're kind of surrendering to flow, being in faith, not really being concerned about what is in that near future, right? Because you just have to focus on the now, and your mission is right now. It's always right now, Aries. And through that, you discover greater senses, greater aspects of yourself. You call in, through leading by example, you call in your spirit tribe, your place in the world, where you stand in the collective with greater clarity. That's beautiful, Aries. Let's get into your rune of clarity for the near future. What's in it for the near future with that rune of clarity? Look at that abundance here for you. This is Fehu. This is the rune of cattle, literally meaning abundance. It's a better abundance mindset. So not even needing to really focus, just knowing that your package is secure here in the near future. It reminds me of a meme that I recently saw, that a wizard is never broke. He acquires his bag is precisely when he means to. It's kind of like a Tolkien kind of rip-off there on that. But anyway, you have your abundance here in the future, Fehu meaning cattle. Back in the day, the more cattle you had, the more wealth you had, the more prosperity, the more prosperous you were. So this is whatever sense of abundance it is for you. This is usually more of a 3D aspect, more something like you can hold with your hands. But this could also be just a greater sense of accomplishment and abundance here for you in the near future. With this, I think this is an abundance of clarity, of information, of your abundance of connectivity, of knowing where you are and having that abundance of clarity. Yeah, beautiful stuff. All right, so we have 2 oracle decks we're going to be using here this week. With the first card, we're going to get a message of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. So let's go ahead with that first. Now, the Soul's Journey Oracle deck are messages straight from Spirit, straight from Divine, directly from Source, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity you have for Aries. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this. This says relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And ain't that the truth? I think this is a greater enhancement of your relationship aspects here, Aries. So let's read more about what that card says for you on relationships. If I can find the page. Again, it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. In this 3-dimensional world, remember the 3D labels and your greater sense of where you are with the collective and yourself. This starts off saying, in this 3-dimensional world in which we live, there is a sense that we are separate from one another, and also that we meet each other by chance. Now that is an illusion, Aries. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through shining and sharing experiences, and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. When someone appears in your life, you must see what it is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lessons that he or she brings home to you. Yeah, remember what I said, practice what we preach, right? What we see in others is a reflection of ourselves. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself, again, is what it says. The people you have close relationships with here on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons. Even though it may not seem that way to you now, Aries, once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Now let's get one more clarifying oracle card here for you, Aries. These are handmade embossed cards, and these have one single word for wisdom here for you. So Divine, please show us clearly what one word should Aries be carrying with them this week out of this deck. What one word out of this deck is for Aries this week? Please show us clearly. You want that one? Okay. Very strong pull to this card. Okay. Ha! Yeah, laugh. Laughing really helps you stay present, Aries, and it really helps like with the overthinking, and it really helps overcome that overthinking. It really helps you shine by example too, that not all of this has to be so polar opposites of each other. We can laugh and just take it all in stride in our trailblazing activities, right? We can take this all in the form of presence. Now, when we laugh with our belly, a nice full belly laugh, we are still very present, Aries. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.